Today we'll discuss the Public Service Guarantee Acts. Public Service Guarantee Acts. So we'll see what is Public Service Guarantee Acts in India. First we see what is public service or which service is called as public service. So here we see an act to provide for the delivery of public services to the people of the state within the specified time limit is called Public Service Guarantee Acts. Means public service means the service which is provided to the citizen by the government servants, and Public Service Guarantee Acts means it is an act to provide for the delivery of public service to the people of the state within the specified time limit. Means here we have to give importance to the services, means what kind of services the public servant is rendering, and also the specified time limit. Some of the example that is in India that comes under the Public Service Guarantee Acts are the Right to Information Act 2005, Right to Education Act 2009, Right to Food Bill 2011, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. These are some of the legislative instances in India. Now we will analyze the public service law in India. The public service law in India is based on hedonistic principle. It means here the appointing authority use discretion power in appointing and terminating the employee. It means the heads of the government enjoyed discretion in appointing and terminating the tenure of services of government employee, but the employee, before terminating, the employee were given the opportunity to be heard and to be heard. Then despite that, since the right to service is not a constitutional or legal right, the citizen cannot file a writ petition before judiciary, but can only seek redressal before the administrative tribunal. Right to service legislation are meant to reduce corruption among the government officials and to increase transparency and public accountability. Means it is a step towards the reduction of corruption among government officials. The first state in India to enact Right to Service Act is Madhya Pradesh. It enacted the act on 18th August 2010, and Bihar was the second state to enact this bill on 25th July 2011, and also many other states like Bihar, Delhi, Punjab, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand, Maharashtra and West Bengal have also introduced the similar type of legislation for effectuating the right to service to the citizen. Then we'll come to the Citizen Charter to public service guarantees. How the Citizen Charter converted into public service guarantee. The public service law in India, it owes its origin from the Citizen Charter of UK, which was promulgated in 1991, when the UK Prime Minister John Major was the Prime Minister of UK. He explained the intention of Citizen Charter and explained the intention of Citizen Charter that it will work for the quality across the whole range of public services, and it will give support to those who use services in seeking better standard. People who depend on public service like patients, passenger, parents, pupils, benefit claimants, etc. means they should know that where they stand or what service they have the right to expect. And its main aim was, or main objective was, to make public service accountable. It means the Citizen's Charter main objective or main aim was to make public service accountable, means the service which is rendering by the government servant should be accountable to the citizen. Then in 1997, the right to service moved from Citizen's Charter program to Charter Mark, and the right to service concept come to the Charter Mark, and from Charter Mark to Customer Service Excellence Standard. Then by 2002, Customer Service Excellence Standard, from Customer Service Excellence Standard, the right to service concept is shifted to Public Service Guarantee. Public Service Guarantee means the Public Service Guarantee, it empowers the user to claim their services, and it indicated the provision for this. It is intended to put people's first. People's first means the aim of the Public Service Guarantee Act is to render the public service within a specified time limits, means its main intention is to put the people's first. The Citizen Charter were introduced in India in 1997, and it was voluntary in character. Its logo was Service First. Almost 14 states have passed Public Service Guarantee Act in India till date. So now we'll see the provision or right to service law in India in state level and or the parliamentary initiatives. The Central Bill 2011 regarding the right to service provides State Public Grievance Redress Commission for states and Center Grievance Commission for center. Here, after lodging their grievances, the aggrieved citizen generally receive an acknowledgement for the preferred service. Ideally, the officer is supposed to render service within the stipulated time from the date of the acknowledgement, and as per the prescribed rules of the government offices, acts and provisions are applicable on any respective government offices, every service should be provided to the applicant within the fixed time frame unless some genuine reason is supplemented. But if the said officer fails to render the services within given time frame, the Act has empowered the applicant to approach the first and second appellate authority. The appellate officer shall instruct and bind the officer to provide the service to the applicant, as they have the power and authorities to impose the penalty, summon designated officer and instruct them to produce related documents. Any delay after the given instruction by the appellate officer shall attract fine as per the state provision on the delaying officer. It means in every state or every state government have a nodal department for the supervision and monitoring of the implementation of the right to public service within states. And we saw Madhya Pradesh is the first state to implement the Right to Service Act. Bihar is the second state to implement the Right to Public Service Act. And in every nodal office departments, there is a designated officer or grievance redressal officer to answer the applicant or to redress the problem of the applicant. And there is also the provision of appellate authority, and the appellate authority would be the first and second appellate authority, and the designated officer or the grievance redress officer is the lowest in the hierarchy of state machinery. If the required the designated officer is bound to provide the service of the service applied for in the 30 days of stipulated time limit, or they may reject the application within the time limit with reason recorded in writing. And here, if the applicant is not satisfied with the service provided by the designated officer, he may appeal to the first appellate authority within 30 days of the service which he got, or within 30 days of the rejection of his application. And here the first appellate authority has to examine the application, and he also has the right to decide on the appeal, or he may direct the designated authority to provide the service or to reject the service with reason, or reject the application with reason. And again, if the aggrieved person is not satisfied with the decision of first appellate authority, then again he has the right to appeal to the second appellate authority. And here the second appellate authority can also decide or take decision on the appeal, or direct the designated officer to provide the service or to reject it with reason. And also here the second appellate authority has the right to impose penalty on the designated officer, and first appellate authority for the negligence of their duty, and this penalty is to be collect from the salary of the designated officer and first appellate authority, and the penalty should be used as compensation for the aggrieved citizen. So this is the provision which is in the Central Bill 2011 for the Right to Public Service Guarantee Act.